Business editor Richard Southern joins us now. And Richard, those working in the global supply business are breathing a sigh of relief tonight after what I think has been a week-long saga.
Was I the only one hooked on this story over the weekend? Didn't you find this kind of interesting?
It was
Ever Given?
Yeah, I mean, social media was hooked, that's for sure.
They had all the memes, the
Yeah.
funny memes about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, know much about boats generally speaking, but I kind of got hooked on this. It's such a fascinating story. That big container ship, one of the biggest ships in the world, as a matter of fact, was stuck in the sandy banks of the Suez Canal, but they pulled it out this morning. They had a bunch of tugboats, and they used a high tide to finally dislodge it. There it is, sailing off, and that's good to see, because this Suez Canal carries over 10% of global trade, including 7% of the world's oil. While the canal is now open, it's not clear, Erica, when all the traffic can return to normal. Experts say it could take 10 days or more to clear the backlog, which includes 19,000 ships at either end of the canal waiting to sail at 19,000. It's tough news for us because consumer goods like coffee and oil and toilet paper have been caught up in the backlog on these ships. And that could end up costing us maybe a little bit of money. It's really focused as well attention on the shipping industry, which carries 80% of the world's goods, but which is really strained now amid the pandemic. Erica, just to give you an idea about how big the ship is, let's take a look. This is the Ever Given if it were on the Gardner Expressway next to the Rogers Center. Look how big that is.
That's huge, yep. I think
but good news, she's sailing away.
Good. All right, and a major tech company is expanding its footprint here in Toronto.
Reddit. I always check. Do you check Reddit every day? I'm a big Reddit guy.
I do not, no, but I should.
Interesting place to find stories and what's going on. It's kind of like a message board, a news aggregator. Anyways, as you say, yes, they're opening up shop here in Toronto, an office in the financial district. The company said the new office will work with Canadian brands and marketers. They probably want to boost their advertising dollar here. Hiring details, Reddit says, will be out in the coming days. The Globe and Mail, though, reports they've already hired 10 people with more to come. Toronto Mayor Tory applauding the move today as he talked up the benefits of Toronto's financial district, which, as we know, has a lot of empty offices these days. Erica, after the U.S. and the U.K., Canada is Reddit's biggest market. There's 100,000 subreddits based here in the Great White North.
Okay, and finally, Facebook and Google are going deep underground in an attempt to strengthen the connection between two continents.
Yeah, of course, both make their money on people logging on, and so they want to make sure everyone can do just that. Google and Facebook are teaming up to lay a massive undersea cable that will connect Singapore, Indonesia, and North America. The cables will be the first to directly connect North America to the main parts of Indonesia. Some of these cables, though, are not without some controversy. Facebook recently said it would drop efforts to connect a cable between California and Hong Kong because of ongoing concerns from the U.S. government about direct communication with the United States and Hong Kong. Interesting.